Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Respected all, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I welcome you all on behalf of Irfan Institute. The mission of our institute is as follows. According to our research, life is equal to 15% technical skills plus 85% human engineering. Therefore, at Irfan Institute, our aim is learn to achieve excellence in any technical skill by following the best learning methodology, that is, do it yourself, and practicing the three main pillars of human engineering, that are truth, honesty, and justice. To achieve excellence in both technical skills and human engineering, Irfan offers a course which is titled as Popular IDEs for C Programming Language in Windows Operating System. It is an introductory lecture of this course, and I'm your instructor, Saman Khan. One of the primary goals of this course is learn to smile and appreciate. Our beloved Prophet Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said to the nearest meaning, "Your smiling in the face of your brother is charity." Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is role model for us in all fields of life. Therefore, we should practice this sunnah and always try to keep smile on our faces. Let's start with the lecture outline. Inshallah, in this lecture, first I will give introduction to instructor. Then I will present course aims, course learning outcomes, and course content. After that, I will discuss course development and teaching methodology. Let's move to the first part of this lecture, that is introduction to instructor. Recall the equation that life is equals to 15% technical skills plus 85% human engineering. Now I will present my profile in terms of human engineering and technical skills. But here it is a brief introduction about my qualification. I hold bachelor's degree in computer engineering from Coherent University, Islamabad, Lahore campus, Pakistan. Currently, I'm working as a teacher at Irfan Institute, Lahore, Pakistan. I am also a member of Natural Language Processing Research Group of Coherent University, Islamabad, Lahore campus, Pakistan. If I talk about my human engineering skills, I have 1 year experience of developing high quality presentations. I have 2 year experience of membership in NLP research group of Coherent University, Lahore, Pakistan. If I talk about my technical skills, I have 1 year teaching experience at school level. I'm also good in Python and C programming. I have a good presentation development skills. Let's move to the second part of this lecture, that is course aims, course learning outcomes, and course content. An important question is, why should we learn to use popular IDEs for C programming language? The possible answer to this question is, C programming IDEs help us to quickly and easily develop high quality softwares. Number one, therefore, it is important to know which IDEs are most suitable to plan, design, and develop high quality softwares in C programming language. The main focus of this course is to Understand main characteristics of 5 most popular and widely used IDEs for C programming, and learn how to download, install, and develop your first C program to these IDEs. The main aim of this course are as follows. The first aim is introduce how to achieve excellence in both technical skills and human engineering to become a balanced and characterful person. The second aim is introduce how to tell an interesting, connected, and coherent story in our course. The third aim is introduce main characteristics, strengths, and weaknesses of 5 most popular and widely used IDEs for C programming. The next aim is introduce how we can download, install, and develop our first C program on 5 most popular and widely used IDEs available for C programming in Windows operating system. Inshallah, by the end of the course, a participant should be able to: number 1, live and enjoy the blessings of balanced and characterful life by putting 100% effort with sincerity on daily basis to achieve excellence in both technical skills and human engineering. Number 2, understand main features of 5 most popular and widely used IDEs for C programming and identify the most suitable IDE for a given project. Number 3, understand how to download, install, and develop C programs using various C programming IDEs. Number 4, understand how the following approaches can be used to efficiently solve both real-world problems and programming problems, including systematic thinking approach, identifying most suitable solution approach, completeness and correctness approach, divide and conquer approach, half-cooked approach, structured thinking approach, inverted triangle approach, and 100% effort with sincerity approach. Important note: to successfully achieve all the course aims and course learning outcomes, please do all the to-do and your turn tasks on time with truth, honesty, and justice. This course is fundamentally divided into 3 parts. The first part is introduction. Introduction part contains 2 lectures. Lecture 1, Introduction to Course. Lecture 2, Basics of C Programming. The second part is Popular IDEs for C Programming Language. This part is further divided into 5 subparts. First subpart is Visual Studio, which contains 4 lectures. Lecture 3, Basics of Visual Studio. Lecture 4, Download Visual Studio for Windows. Lecture 5, Install Visual Studio in Windows. Lecture 6, Run your first C program using Visual Studio. Second subpart is Code Blocks, which also contains 4 lectures. Lecture 7, Basics of Code Blocks. Lecture 8, Download Code Block for Windows. Lecture 9, Install Code Blocks on Windows. Lecture 10, Run your first C program using Code Blocks. Third subpart is Dev C++, which also contains 4 lectures. Lecture 11, Basics of Dev C++. Lecture 12, Download Dev C++ for Windows. Lecture 13, Install Dev C++ on Windows. Lecture 14, Run your first C program using Dev C++. Next subpart is Code Light, which contains 4 lectures. Lecture 15, Basics of Code Light. Lecture 16, Download Code Light for Windows. Lecture 17, Install Code Light on Windows. Lecture 18, Run your first C program using Code Light. Fifth subpart is C line. Lecture 19, Basics of C line. Lecture 20, Download C line for Windows. Lecture 21, Install C line on Windows. Lecture 22, Run your first C program using C line. And finally, the last part of this lecture is conclusion, which contains only one lecture, lecture 23, course main findings, conclusion, and future work. The targeted audience of this course is all interested male and female candidates from any field of life. After discussing course aims, course learning outcomes, and course content, inshallah, now I will present course development and teaching methodology. This course aims is to tell a connected and coherent story using a simple to complex step-by-step approach. Using this approach, the course is planned, designed, and developed by following a three-step process. In step 1, instructor will deliver a lecture. In lecture, instructor will explain concepts using detailed and self-explanatory examples. Therefore, in first step, 100% work is done by instructor. In step 2, the instructor will give to-do tasks to students, which will be similar to the examples taught by instructor in the lecture. The students will solve the to-do task using their own knowledge and the concepts taught in the lecture. Therefore, 50% work is done by instructor and 50% of the work is done by students. After completing to-do tasks given in step 2, students will move to step 3. In this step, students will, number 1, find out real world tasks similar to do tasks, and number 2, find out most suitable solution for selected real world tasks. Therefore, 100% work is done by students. It is important to note that to-do task and your turn task given in this course will serve as assignments for students. This course will be taught using half-cooked approach. That is, 50% of the work will be done by teacher and 50% of the work will be done by students. In this way, both teachers and students will be putting 100% effort with sincerity to achieve excellence in both technical skills and human engineering. This course is free. It is humble request to you to teach at least one person after taking this course and request him or her to do the same. After discussing course development and teaching methodology, now let's move to the lecture summary. To summarize, in this lecture, I presented number 1, a brief overview of the instructor of the course. Number 2, course aims, course learning outcomes, and course contents. Number 3, course development and teaching methodology. In next lecture, inshallah, I will present a detailed introduction to course. Hazrat Abdullah bin Mas'ud Raziyallahu Ta'ala anhu narrated that Allah's Messenger Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "The person closest to me on the day of judgment is the one who sent the most salah, Darud Sharif, upon me. May Allah give us the strength to recite Darud Sharif abundantly. Ameen. We shall be thankful to you if you may please provide your valuable feedback on this lecture. May Allah bless all of us with His afiyat and karam, both in this world and hereafter. आमीन या रब्बुल आलमीन। जज़ाकुमुल्लाहु खैर। अस्सलामु अलैकुम व रहमतुल्लाहि व बरकातुहू।